Hi guys, thanks so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. We are going to be starting a new series today called CASaturday, where I'm going to upload a new Create-A-Sim basically every Saturday, or I'm going to try to stick to every Saturday if I can. And we are going to be just making people in CAS. We're going to be starting the series out by doing Pokemon trainers. So if this sounds like something that you would be into, make sure to give a like and subscribe down below. We are going to be doing Pokemon trainers now, and then after we're done with them, we are going to be moving to other characters. So if you would like to have some input, make sure to leave a comment down below, and let's go ahead and get into CAS. Hey guys, welcome to the first CASaturday for my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that you could join me here today. So to start off this series, we are going to be starting with Pokemon trainers. Now, whenever I think of Pokemon, I think of whenever I was still in school, and it was the original Pokemon. So that's like the 1990s cartoon Pokemon. That's whenever I first started watching it. And I remember getting off the bus and like making a mad dash into my parents' house to make sure I got in the house at 4 o'clock to turn the TV on, because that is the time that it aired every single day. And I would sit there and I would eat it with my little after school snack, and I loved it. I loved watching Pokemon, and I'm still into it today. Not obviously as much as I was back then. I had Pokemon cards and everything. I'm not as much up to date on it just because adulting, I guess you can say, got in the way. But getting back to what we're doing today, we are starting with Ash Ketchum, the one and only Mr. Ash Ketchum. Now, I will say, building him in CAS, I guess you wouldn't say building, creating him in CAS is difficult because CAS doesn't have a lot of similar outfits that Ash typically wears. Definitely doesn't have a cutoff jacket like he wears, his iconic blue cutoff jacket. I thought this hat was perfect. It's the closest we can get. And then normally he just wears like Converse or Nikes or Jordans or whatever they were back in the 90s that, you know, they made on the cartoon. But yeah, it was quite difficult to create him in here. So here I am trying to just kind of scroll through and get an idea of like what I want his basic everyday outfit to be, and I am struggling. It took me a hot minute to try to figure out what I wanted to have him wear, and I decided I just am going to go with his colors that he wears. So whenever I think of the colors that he wears, it's his red and his hat. His jacket is blue, he has green shirt underneath, and then black and white Converse or whatever type of shoes they're supposed to be. So I just kind of decided to stick in that wheelhouse because it is so difficult to figure out, you know, something exactly similar to what he wears. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. And I really hope that you enjoy this series. I'm really excited about it. I have so many ideas, and this is like extending beyond after we get all the Pokemon trainers done. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. So I'm just continuing with his basic outfit, but like halfway between this, I'm like, oh, Ash is, I had him as a young adult, but I'm pretty sure he's a child in the cartoon. And I did some research, and indeed he is. Which, first of all, is wild that his parents are just like, yes, sweetie, go ahead. Go ahead on your little adventure. You'll be okay. Keep in touch. And then like halfway between said adventure, he meets strangers, and he's just like, yeah, you can tag along. Why not? Let's be friends. Wild, y'all. Wild. Anyways, back to CAS again, sorry. So here I am just doing some facial features. Again, this is based off of a cartoon. It's kind of hard to base off facial features. I do believe he has brown eyes though. It looks like in the cartoons, or at least with my interpretation, he has a smaller nose, so I gave him a smaller nose. Doesn't have very thick lips or anything like that, so I kept them pretty small. The one thing that I will say I always noticed about him in the TV show was his like chiseled jaw, so I wanted to make sure I gave him that. And then here I am picking out his characteristics, and I didn't really know what I wanted him to do at first. I do also have a mod in here if it looks weird. I didn't realize that until I got into this. But yeah, I didn't really know what I wanted him to have for characteristics. And then I'm like, oh, he's got to be a Renaissance sim because he wants to be the very best at everything with Pokemon. I think I'm funny. I'm just going to say that. So I gave him that. He's obviously super self-assured because he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be the best at this. And then he's always the good guy. He's always got to be the good guy when it comes to fighting evil, rocket power and stuff like that. So I had to give him that characteristic as well. And then we're going to move on to his formal outfit. He doesn't really have any formal outfits, at least not that I could find online. I tried to find pictures and stuff to compare these two. Really couldn't find anything. My concept for it was, maybe Brock is kind of giving him a, pep talk and being like, oh, this is what you should wear. So he like slicks his messy hair back. He's always going to have that hat on, which you will see. I do put it on. And then he, I think, is a little bit too goofy to wear like a suit and a tie. So I do think I changed it to just like a button up with like a bow tie. I thought that was fitting. Maybe Brock gave him that. And then I do just give him basic pants. They are a little bit shorter, which I kind of like because maybe like he's growing out of them, if you will. So, yeah, and I just gave him some, basic nice shoes, dress shoes, if you will. And then we move on to his athletic. I wanted so badly to find this hat backwards, but the one with the crustacean or whatever it is on it, they do not have that backwards, which I guess I should know that for as long as I've been playing this, but they do not have that in a backwards hat. And I contemplated just giving him the full red one and having it backwards because, like every time he does his like Pokemon stuff, he always turns his hat backwards, or at least that's how I remember it. So I wanted it to be backwards really bad, but I do believe I just decided to just give him the regular crustacean hat and just call it a day. But I was so frustrated because I was really excited about that. And then just for his clothes, I think I just, again, stuck with the color wheel. There's not a whole lot that shows him like in any type of like fitness or workout gear. He's always in just that blue cutoff jacket. So I just kind of went with the color wheel idea with a green shirt, like he wears under the jacket, some basic shorts, and then some shoes. Not super complicated. Same thing with, and I did give him the green gloves because I was like, oh, weightlifting gloves. Again, I'm funny. And then for sleepwear, again, you don't see a whole lot of that in the cartoons, so I just kind of kept it pretty basic. Party wear, I wanted to do something different. Honestly, I could have just gone with his regular clothes, but I decided I wanted to change it up a little bit, so I just gave him a jean jacket. I kept the blue underneath, and I'm like, oh, maybe that shirt has something to do with Pokemon. Gave him his normal jeans that he wears for every day. And then I also put his Converse, or whatever they are on, and then his iconic red hat. Yeah, pretty basic for that one. The shoes are from from RCC. Every single time, no matter what sim I'm on that I'm trying to do, it always goes on their body, and I don't know why. Here I was trying to look up some pictures. There are a few out there. These swim trunks are identical to the ones that I found, so I was really super excited about that. As for hot weather, not a whole lot again, but I did see one that he had like a striped shirt on, so I did try to find a striped shirt for him to wear, and then I think I just gave him some shorts and his Converse again. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. I also think I gave him that hat. Like I said, he's gonna wear this hat through everything, like every outfit other than sleeping. But I mean, it's iconic. He's gotta wear it all the time, right? So yeah, just gave him some jean shorts and then his regular shoes and his hat, obviously. And then moving into cold weather, again, not a whole lot to find. I did find one where it was just literally like a basic gray jacket, but I wanted to give him something with a little bit of color, not anything crazy. So I just went with this jacket. I think I did it in like a dark blue. Gave him his regular jeans, his Converse, and obviously his hat. Yeah, so basically, like I said, the whole entire time I just stuck in the color wheel. that I envisioned for Ash. And I think it came out pretty well. I'm actually really, really happy with it. So doing a little recap, here is his everyday wear, his formal wear, his active wear, sleepwear, his party, swimwear, hot weather, and his cold. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this or if you would have done anything differently. And please like and subscribe if you are enjoying this. And hopefully I'll see you at the next CASaturday. Bye guys.